explain if it is all about environment. You say, okay, we want to promote trees in Uganda. It is good.
Interesting. Thank you very much. You need to ask to solve any, but maybe no one has. So, thank you very much. We are going. I think we have 3 more presentations, and then we are done. We could take the next presentation from Ken.
Yeah.
And his colleague. So thank you very much for the courage. And thank all the entrepreneurs.
How much should I take this one?
This one's up for people going to buy. They will leave it.
Just for free. Okay, thanks for this one.
Take an E for free.
It's for free. Sample.
Being downloads.
This for presenting. Pointer. Forward, back. Is it connected?
Yeah, it's connected.
It's on the flash. Where the flash? What's the matter?
It was just noise, so I had to.
No, it was slow. Ah, okay. It's there. It's there. You've seen it. You've seen it? Yeah, it's there. Ah, but this won't work. It will work only for. Can you go to the slide?
It's a
Full screen mode, yeah, like that. Oh. Where is it? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your time. My name is Kenneth Legacy, not Alan Rakachungu. Alan Rakachungu is the CEO and the other founder of the business. I'm here to talk to you about a company called Intel World. We are, so I'll go into what we do in a second, but we are a technology business in the digital finance and digital commerce space. So I'll just go into this. So what is our vision really? We just want to ensure that everyone, no matter where they are in the world, can participate in the global digital economy. We believe that if you're not participating in our digital economy, you're being left behind, because that's just the way it's moving. We all see what mobile money has done to our economy. I mean, right now, I think mobile money is moving more money than the banks combined on a daily basis. So what problem are we trying to solve as entrepreneurs and in line with our vision? Well, in developing economies such as ours, about 75% of people don't have a bank account. In Uganda, we say the unbanked is 80% of the number of people that could be using the banks. In addition as well, virtually most or all of our businesses transact in cash in these economies of ours. So when I go to the restaurant, I have to cash to pay my bill. When I go to buy a ticket to travel, I have to have cash to pay for that bill. When I try to go and supply, say a supermarket, I have to have cash to pay when I supply the goods. So it's an economy driven by cash. So it's very hard to access people like this, so the people who have to transact in cash all the time, and consequently you can't do business with them, so they're usually just ignored. So one of the greatest innovations of the telcos was mobile money, because it's bringing a lot of people that are not in banks into the economy. But I think the next step is how to get those people to then start transacting. And that's the problem we're trying to solve. And what's the solution? We're saying you put the payment provider, so that's mobile money or a bank or PayPal or whatever payment provider is available, and the business, say a
a ticketing business for travel or a stock exchange or a retail shop on a mobile device. So that's how you solve it. So you bring the two together to be able to solve that problem. And this is, of course, complemented by the fact that about 75% again of adults in developing economies have mobile devices. So you're already building on an existing demographic and existing technology. So what solution have we then developed? We've developed what we're calling an ecosystem that connects payment providers, so mobile wallet, banks, cards, and businesses to their customers through a range of mobile devices. So a practical example might be, I'm not wearing it now, but we've developed what we're calling IntelliTicket. It's a wearable device that has a chip in it that is linked to your mobile money. So if you have to attend, say, an event, and you're buying tickets for that event, you can buy this via mobile money. And when you go to the event, you just tap on a reader and the payment is taken, and no need for a paper ticket, no need for a cash at the event. That way we are enabling the business and the different mobile payment system, in this case the mobile wallet, to deliver a service. I'll come to some of the applications we are already working with to make this happen. So that is a snapshot of the platform. It's a web-based platform. It takes on multiple payment providers, so mobile, bank, like I've been saying. It takes on multiple channels, so it could be your mobile phone with an app. It could be a contactless device through a wearable chip. It could be contactless technology in your key holder. So if you took your key holder like that, this could be a chip such that it's linked to mobile money. And when I go to the supermarket after shopping, I just pay, or the restaurant, and so on and so forth. We have been in business now since 2013, but the team has a lot of experience, and you'll see the team later, has a lot of experience in developing this, because we've worked, some of us have worked with the major telcos, and we have some very smart kids who've done things like software engineering and tuning. Over the time, we've been able to build reliable and secure systems. We know, myself personally, I currently work with Deloitte, who are professional services management consulting firm. So we understand strategy and how to run a business and operations, and we're using that experience to try and build a business that we would like to solve a problem but also stand the test of time. We do not host our system locally through servers that might be disrupted, so we operate, it's hosted in the cloud. However, we have on-site physical support, so we have a physical office and we have agents to support if there are any problems with the system. So that is an overview of what our product is. So how do we then make money? Our business model is that we're connecting businesses and payment providers. So for a business, you need to be set up on our platform. And then after you've been set up, you'll be using the platform to reach payment providers and to reach clients who access your service. And you'd have transactions going through. And so we charge transaction fees and a commission. So that's how we make money from the businesses. From the payment providers, so let's say if you're doing it via mobile money or via bank, we'd have a revenue share of whatever the payment provider is charging. So we like to say it's a two-sided business model. So that is how we make money. So we are developing solutions in our economies, so developing economies. We are now in Uganda. We have to first corner Uganda before we think about going out there. Developed markets are well taken care of. I mean, when you're in the developed markets, most of these technologies are available. When you come to our markets, the market is not yet as crowded, so we're one of the players out there. And as well, there is unique solutions that you need for our markets, and we think we have the ability to develop these solutions. In addition, our markets in Africa is now being thought of as the last frontier. I mean, we're in Uganda, but we have a plan to reach the rest of this continent. Africa is now thought of as the last frontier,
And the size of the market we're trying to address, we believe is over $1 billion in size. So even if we got even less than 1% of that market, I think we could meet with financial success. The team, Alan, that's a photo of Alan, is our CEO founder. He used to work with MTN before he left to start up businesses on his own. He has we have a business that we started up before this that we sold to VC, to venture capital, in the gaming and betting space. We developed the platform they're using. It was pioneering in that people are now able to do gaming without having to go to an agent, and they can just do it on your mobile. Francis, as well, he has experience in developing technology products, but he's also experienced in customer development. He's a serial entrepreneur as well. He's completing his MBA. He's learning Chinese. Interesting. Naflin is a software developer. He did software engineering at Makerere University. He was the best in his class, and so he's been with us since we started this, developing some of these products. David is a director within the business. He offers strategy and advice, and is key for relationships with some of these telcos. So he works with MTN, and of course there's myself. I've known Alan and David were at university with me, and later I met Francis. But my background myself, I trained as an engineer, so my background is civil engineering. And then along the way, I switched to finance. Spent some time in London, opened my mind to finance as being the future of this market. And along the way as well, I've built consulting skills around management consulting and operational excellence for businesses. So that is the team, which we believe gives a bit of a good mix: technology, finance, corporate strategy. What have we been able to do so far? We've been able to support different payment providers. So we're integrated into Airtel Money with their mobile wallets, which is why we're able to do the IntelliTicket that allows ticketing solution. We've integrated into MTN Mobile Money. We've integrated with prepaid financial services. They are a prepaid card provider in the UK. We have integrated with them so that we're able to, one of the products we're developing is to allow people to remit money from the UK to mobile money in Uganda. We are in the progress integrating with Bitcoin. These are cryptocurrencies that are taking the world by storm. The clients we're working for, we do a lot of support work in the services and advisory space for MTN. We have developed the contactless solution for ticketing with Airtel. So in the next few months, this should be rolling out in the Airtel shop, so you'll be able to get one of those wristbands so you can use at ticketing events. We are in private beta for Sente, which is what we're calling a remittance solution. So Sente, the client we've helped develop that remittance solution for. We're working with Alltex Africa. Now Alltex Africa is a stock exchange, or a securities exchange, that is being proposed to work similar or to rival Uganda's securities exchange, but it's all going to be electronic. So it will allow people to be able to trade shares on their mobile phone. So we're developing the mobile channel for them. So that is work in progress. And of course, we did Mbet, which went live and is owned by private equity, but they use the technology that we developed. So we incorporated in 2013. We have 6 full-time employees, and to date, we've been able to generate $100,000 in US dollars in revenue. That's been mainly on the back of advisory and services to MTN, and also revenue from the betting product. So that's about us. I won't spend too much time on this, but we think the problem we're trying to solve is important, and we think there's a need for what we're trying to do. The Sustainable Development Goals being set, because we're moving now from Millennium Development Goals to Sustainable Development Goals, include, say, financial inclusion. And we believe we're answering this question by bringing people who are unbanked and bringing people in the mobile ecosystem into the digital financial economy. A man who's supposed to know things about technology said mobile money will eventually trickle up from developing to developed nations. we believe we're in the right space for that. And then everyone knows about M-Pesa. And we all know the impact it's had on businesses or on the technology and financial services space in Kenya. That has just changed the way we all view what our phones are, what they can do, what the roles of the banks are. So we're excited to be in that space and playing in that space. So what are we looking for? We're looking for up to $100,000 US in exchange for an equity stake. But we're open to looking at if someone wants to put this as some type of debt, but up to $100,000. What will we use the money for? We will apply this to acquire payment provider partnership. So we need to, we are enabling mobile payment providers for mobile money, for bank, for cards. So we need to acquire banks and cards. So we'll use that money to get on board banks and cards in our payment system. Acquire more clients. We already have Ortex, we have Sente, we have the Airtel money, and we have the MTN mobile wallet. But we need to acquire more clients. For example, forget the gentleman, he didn't tell us his name, but clients such as him who are offering a ticketing solution, say, can they come and use our API to offer the service they're offering? Can we talk to, actually we're in talks with some supermarkets, relatively small ones, but can people come and be able to do shopping using our platform? We are in the back end, we might not be at the front. So we want to acquire more clients, and then we want to expand beyond Uganda into other developing, mostly sub-Saharan Africa countries. So maybe going to Nigeria, going to Zambia, going to Malawi, going to Kenya. But that is more in the medium to long term. I think, yeah, that is it. Thank you for your time. I will take questions.
There is something that I think not you understand. But you said it in here that probably mobile money will move from developed countries to developed countries. From the undeveloped countries to developed countries. But the earlier statement you said is 75% of the Africans developing and unbanked. And I can see the danger of mobile money in relation to banking. Because I take personal example. I hardly go to the bank these days to bank the money that I get, because somebody sends it on the mobile money, and it's very difficult for someone to go on the mobile money, draw money, and put it in the bank. The easiest thing is get the money and spend it. So is mobile money not endangering banking?
I mean, I guess for me the answer is mobile money is a challenge to banking. But I guess from a selfish point of view, as an entrepreneur, all I'm saying is mobile money, banking, cards, we enable it all. So if mobile money grows, we don't have problems with it. Competitors. For them, they may be competitors, but as an ecosystem, we provide for all of them.
Now,
so that, yeah.
Now, when we are here developing companies, this is probably what we should tell the people in the business, that don't rely on your mobile money for transactions. Rely on your bank statement. Because when you come to borrow money, he will want to look at your transactions, which probably you may say that Intel will now move into an area where mobile money will also be printing out statements, so that it bridges that gap.
I mean, at the moment, if you went to Airtel or MTN, you can be able to get your mobile money statement. But I think what we are saying is, if you receive money as mobile money as a business, through our platform, you can send that mobile money to your bank account. So we enable that. Yeah, we enable that. So that's where at a cost. Of course, it would be a transaction charge. Yeah, the same way if you imagine you're a vendor, say you're Nakumat, and people supply you goods. When they bring you the goods, you give them money. They'll take that money, they'll go bank it. They'll queue in the bank, they'll pay transaction charges, they'll cash the money. As the person who's supplying Nakumatt, however, there is a risk that when you go supply your goods and you give cash to someone, they might disappear with that cash, or it may take time for that cash to be reflected. But if you're making this cashless and digital, you know that, okay, if I have my wallet and it's mobile money or it's bank, and I want to pay a supplier, I'm Nakumatt, I have my wallet, it's mobile money, it's bank, I need to pay a supplier, I might not need to give them cash. So, and that is the trade, that's the business we're in, that is just supplementing that system.
I didn't understand when you said that you are hosted in the cloud.
Well, it is a technical term. Edgar, can you help me understand?
For example, you have your university institutions, ministries, you have laptops that are connected to a cable, and somewhere there's an IT technician who has a supercomputer. Now, this thing that they cost a lot to run, to buy, to maintain, and to upgrade. You need to keep upgrading every year. So they've come up with an intelligent solution where there's a company that just has these supercomputers and enormous amount of space and can assure you security. So all you have to do is connect to the internet. Log in with the password and you access your storage facility or your storage on the internet. You can do anything with it. You can put on your applications, you can use Word documents, you can store very sensitive information and can encrypt it. But that actually almost halves your cost. What should have spent?
So it means Intel World is hosted in that super.
Yes. I think the important thing there is reliable, secure,
Keep trying to be cost optimal. That's the yeah.
That's amazing. 100,000 USD, just one financial year?
Now, the money that we need, at the moment, we've been self-financing internally. We have a burn rate of about 3,000 to 4,000 US dollars a month. So we are generating that internally, and from the work we're doing, we're finding. But when you look at the products we are developing and where you need to get them to go live and to acquire customers, that's where that money is going to mostly going to. Yeah. So the 100,000 would be over. It would give you runway over the next. You could say over the next 30 months. Yeah. Over the next 30 months.
2.5 years.
Yes.
I have a
By which
question.
stage you should have. Yes.
The 100,000 you are looking for from an investor, that is put it in as equity, and you can have stake
In the business, yes.
Now, why, from the way you are, I have understood this, I find it a very lucrative area and potentially great. Why are you interested in equity when you can get, wouldn't you get debt out of that? What is the problem? Why you can't get, say...
I think equity, you're looking for
Capital. And the truth is, because of the state at which we are and the nature of the business we're in, and the age of our business, the banks are nervous to give us their capital. The banks are nervous to give us their capital.
They always look at history rather than the future.
Exactly, and as well, the banks will come on board when they're saying, oh, you guys have developed products, you have 20,000 transactions going through your platform, you're banking 100 million shillings a day or whatever, and then they're like, oh yeah, we want to give you overdraft facilities. But right now we need patient capital that will understand that we need to acquire customers for the products we're developing. And that is going to take some time.
So now that 100,000, what percentage of the share?
That one will be up for that will be up for negotiation. That will be up for negotiation. I mean, we pitched at InnoTribe in South Africa. It's a startup challenge similar to this, and people were beginning to get interested, and the offers we're getting
we are valuing, yeah, that 100,000 would be in the range of 20%.
Which I think, from the way I see it, with a good strategy, that would be actually a very good deal for that. Because, you know, in the beginning, like now, one really will do so much. But actually, this can easily be a multi-billion business.
That's what we're,
and at the end of the day,
that's what we're hoping. That's the dream. I mean, we've been, we've not just woken up one. We've been at this since like 2007. I've known Alan. We've been trying different things. And so yeah, so we've been around. So yeah, we like to think if we get the money, we can grow this and make it big. Yeah.
Maybe if you went on the last one, the very last slide, the very last one, yeah. Because 100,000 payments provider partnership, why would you need the money? Do you need the money for the payment provider to put in money?
No, to
acquire clients, that one is clear.
Yes.
You need money really to get into that.
So but maybe what I need to say is when I pitch here, yes, we want money, but maybe we need relationships as well. So to acquire payment providers, we need, for example, when we pitched in South Africa, we got a connection to Stanbic, so that we're able to add banks on there. But in Uganda as well, we are looking at, because the base of the pyramid, banks with DFIs, we want to find a partnership with an MFI institution. So yeah, so that might not be linked to cash, but still.
So ideally, I think
it's a combination of cash.
It is more of real marketing, isn't it?
It's a combination.
Really more. If we look at all this, it's more of marketing.
Marketing.
100,000 going into marketing.
Marketing, yes, and completing development. Because the nature of these products, because you're interfacing with the financial ecosystem, there's a lot of regulation, security, consult with the banks, present to them, talk to them, pester them for meetings always. Yeah, and the fact is, we have people. I'm not taking a salary as a director. We just work. If I go back to the team, actually, Alan is drawing a nominal salary. Francis is not taking a salary. Naflin is drawing a nominal salary, but we're not taking salary. So, but we need someone who's dedicated to this, because Alan, Francis, and Naflin are mostly doing product development in the kitchen, cooking, that kind of thing. You need someone who will follow up these meetings, follow up. So it's to some, it's to.
I mean, if there is a meeting in South Africa, you have to be able to fly there.
Yeah, exactly. So that is, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. It was a very intense presentation and also very informative. We are now going to go to a food presentation. At least you can taste something. The presentation is by Zima. We're going to also drink something. So that should be the second last presentation. The last one will be from Madame Rose. We don't have a lot of time. As the next presenter is setting up, just to let you know that we realized earlier that our presenters face a challenge of projecting their finances and doing the accounts right. When they go to look for money from investors, they really want the books to be okay. So we have a colleague here who is a CPA who would like to just say one or two things about what they do to startups and introduce himself also as a setting up.
Good afternoon,
Just an aid as you're preparing.
I recently met Mr. Ijo in a workshop.